potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
Well, this is everything you want from an offense. Good job by that offensive line. You give this quarterback time like this to throw, and he's going to make you pay for it. It's exactly what he did right there with the accuracy of that throw.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Catch made on the left side, and he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. And the Horned Frogs will crank up the tempo. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. Right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. And here's the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and there's so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen. Both won the Heisman Trophy.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on third down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. And the Trojans pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yard yet.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Throws it to the right. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Keeping it on the ground here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his back. And it's caught. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. The Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, looking to throw. On the move, looking deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Now they're running on the toss. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And here comes a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. And the Horned Frogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And the Horned Frogs will line up here on 1st down and goal. First and goal, handoff, and they've got him. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And the back now goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Comes the USC offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Rifles this football to the left. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made after a big gain. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
Receiver makes the grab. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll run it from the gun. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually, that's going to cost you.
Lets it fly to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Send the back in motion. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second and goal for the offense. Looking to score with a run to the right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That pass is caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Caught quickly. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
It's an out route. The catch made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Downfield shot, balls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And they get the completion. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Trying to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down. And now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First half clock with just 8 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10. They'll run it here. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Pressure is coming. Got him. He's sacked. We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick throw to his receiver. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on third and very long. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. That's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
TCU offense is back out on the field. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down. And the Horned Frogs looking to run some tempo here. Trying for a fourth down completion. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Runs through the defender. And the Trojans are in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. And he pulls in the catch. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California. A That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the TCU offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Here's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's hit as he throws it. Oh, the pass is picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Gets made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Trojans lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Offense has reached the red zone now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. And the Trojans will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Trying to extend the play. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. So now we'll have a field goal attempt, one of the biggest moments of this game so far. And it's good right down the middle. And we are tied up now here in the 4th quarter. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. Receivers are bunched together. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Press coverage now from the secondary. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Game moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
The Horned Frogs will line up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. They'll run it to the right side. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And at first down, they go right back to him. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. An inside deal now from the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. It's good! What a way to win a conference championship. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten.